Hi, I'm Catherine from the Lady Critics Library, and this is my first ever IMM vlog, and my first IMM of the new year, and the first one I've done since the beginning of December, so I have pretty much an entire month's worth of books to show you, and every attempt before now has been like 20 minutes long, so I'm just going to shut up and do them, okay? So, from the Book Depository, which I love, I got Catching Jordan by Miranda Keneally. I got this one from NetGalley, had to have a copy for myself. Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, same deal, read it on NetGalley, had to have my own copy. I loved this book and I can't wait for Onyx to come out this year. I got both Damon and Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Since I loved Obsidian so much and these two have garnered so much positive attention, I had to get a copy for myself. The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. Same deal. Had it on NetGalley, loved it, needed to have my own physical copy. The Name and the Star by Maureen Johnson. I read her Little Blue Envelopes books and I loved them, so I'm really excited to read more by her. And I mean, this one's Jack the Ripper, so you kind of can't go wrong, plus that is one gorgeous cover. The Pledge by Kimberly Deerting. This is another one. I got it from Simon & Schuster Galley Grab a couple months ago and I really liked it. I know it got really mixed reviews and I think it's You Either Love It or You Hate It. I really liked it. Hourglass by Mira McIntyre. Am I the only one that it took forever to realize she's walking down a wall? No. I'm just really imperceptive then. Then I work at a pharmacy, so we sell pretty much everything as most stores do now, but we have a big book selection, and we get 30% off with our store discount. So I got Cries Crossed by Lisa McMahon, and I'm excited to get it in paperback because now it matches her Wake trilogy that I have of hers. I also got Tiger's Voyage by Colleen Houck, whose name I'm sure I just butchered and I apologize. I heard about her first on Goodreads when I joined about 2 years ago, and her first two books then were only offered online, and since then they've come out in print, and I have them both, I just haven't read them, so I'm really excited to have this one, and I will read them this year for the TBR challenge for 2012. Okay, so Chapters has this thing every so often where it's a twice as nice gift card, and I got sucked in, so I ended up going twice before Christmas, and once after when I got a Christmas gift that was a Chapters gift certificate. So on one of my trips there, I got Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, and big thank you to Wendy from Cupcake and a Latte who helped me pick out this final book and told me that it's fantastic and I definitely need to get it. Okay, so both my mom and I really like the Secret Circle TV show, and I've never read the books. I read a lot of other stuff by L.J. Smith. I read her stuff when I was in like, grade 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, about then. So I picked up her bound up copies of The Secret Circle for books 1 through 4, and I'm really excited to see how they differ from the actual TV show, because from everything I've read, they're very different, just like the Vampire Diaries was. So I'm excited to see just how different. So I went in just recently to Chapters with the full intent to spend my gift card, which I did, and I was so excited to see Marissa Mayer's Cinder on the Shelf, so I promptly added it to my pile, and I'm so excited to read this. I got a copy digitally from NetGalley, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it, but I've heard fantastic things, and I'm really excited now that when my Galley does run out, which it will, I have a actual hard copy that I can continue reading on. Okay, and I know it's about 2 or 3 weeks too late, but I picked up my copy of Clockwork Prince. I haven't read Clockwork Angel yet, and I've only read the first couple books in the Mortal Instruments series, but I figured if I'm going to buy this book, I definitely want to get the one that has the bonus love letter. So when I saw this at Chapters the other day, I promptly grabbed it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get this now, and then I'll have it, and it's a collector's first edition, which is great too, so I was really excited with it, and I had a gift certificate, so I didn't actually pay for it myself. Okay, so I really love the bargain books tables at the Chapters, and I always go right there first. Like, it's the first place I go, and I find really good books there most of the time. So one of the last times that I went to Chapters, I got A Little Princess by Frances Hodgkin Burnett. I had my own copy, oh my gosh, for years, and I loved it so much. Like, I've read this book many times. So I gave it to my 9-year-old cousin for her birthday this year, and then regretted it. So I bought another copy for myself. Even though I really dislike his books, I kind of enjoyed this one, and I loaned my friend this copy, and her dog chewed it. So I got a nice hardcover, pretty, non-ugly Miley Cyrus cover at the bargain books table, so I was really excited about this one. North of Beautiful by Justina Chen Hadley. I read this about 2 years ago from the library and kind of had mixed reviews about it, but it's one of those books that you kind of really keep thinking about after you read it, just because of the situations that it puts you in and the messages that it has. So when I saw it on the bargain books, I had to get it for myself. The Switch by Abby McDonald. I have heard zilch about this book, but it has to do with England, and I think that's super cool, so definitely picked it up. Vesper by Jeff Sampson. I'm a huge cover whore with this cover, and I've wanted to get this book ever since it came out. Just never got around to it, and it's been even on my book depository wish list for a while, so when it was on the bargain table for like $4, yeah, I grabbed it. The Ivy by Lauren Kuntz and Rena Onur. I got a copy of this one through Good Golly Miss Holly's Traveling Arc tour that was a couple of years ago, and I really enjoyed it. And since it wasn't mine to keep, I'm really happy to have my own copy now. Okay, so sometimes the books you find on the bargain tables, you kind of wonder why they're there, because you're like, this shouldn't be here. Like this book, The Body Finder by Kimberly Deerting. It was the only one there, and I was like, what is this doing here? It cannot be an actual bargain book. It's all ripped. But I can fix that, so it's all good. I'm really excited to read more of her work because I love The Pledge so much. So this will definitely be creeping up my TBR sometime soon. And finally, Eternal by Cynthia Leach Smith. I got home and realized that there's something a little wrong. So I'll have to take a pair of scissors and trim up these pages. It was like all folded in and nice, and I didn't notice it until, you know, an hour's worth of driving after the store and I get home. So it's fine. It's a bargain book. You kind of get what you pay for some of the time. So, but it sounds really good, so I'm excited to read this. I haven't heard much about it, so if you've read it, let me know. Okay, so the last book I got for Christmas was probably the best book I got for Christmas. It came with a homemade Teddy, that's his name, Teddy bookmark, and it is a homemade card, and this is Teddy, and the book is called Teddy's Busy Day, written by Teddy Marshall, and this came to me from a coworker of my aunt's who I became friends with because both of them work in the president's office at the university I went to. So I'd go and I'd visit, and like I got really close to Marianne, who owns Teddy. Teddy is her Scottish fold cat, and he has a personality of his own. So she made this for me for Christmas, and it is the best Christmas present that I've gotten in a while because it's just that fantastic, and you're all jealous. I know, it's okay. Okay, so that is all for me for this entire month's worth of IMM books and all the stuff that I got for Christmas and all the stuff I bought myself for Christmas. I know, I'm really bad, but this is my 4th attempt doing this video, so I hope it works out better than the first 3, and I will hopefully do this again with much better success in the first try. So I'll see you guys later, and you all have a fantastic new year and a happy 2012. Bye!